All right, in this lesson here, what Derek is going to be doing is cleaning up the model.
Exactly.
The image, that is.
The image.
And then he's going to mirror the image to the other side and get it all nice and finished up.
Because this is rough.
But, yeah, it is rough.
This looks like Diana Ross on a drinking binge.
Yeah,
they did pretty rough.
That's rough. Now, there's a problem with this image.
Oh, there's a big problem.
And Derek got all carried away last time, and he kind of liked it. Did anybody out there guess what it was? Can you see what it is? I don't hear anybody.
Maybe is it the face?
I kind of like the face.
I bet you do. So do I.
Okay.
Look at her arm, man.
Stumpy.
Hello, I'm the Stumpy Manga Girl. And I won't say hurrying by no means.
Yeah.
But and trying to remember all the cameras and the lights and this and that. I made a mistake.
That's right.
And thank you. And it happens to us.
That's right.
But this is a very good point.
Except for Buzz.
I'm
just kidding.
Yeah. Unchain me, please. We need to measure that arm out just a little bit better.
Yeah, it is quite short.
Looks like she's been feeding the alligators.
Well, she has been.
Okay, you want to get started here?
So actually, that's one thing, and another thing that some people may be wondering about is like the chest plates and all, with them being a little bit crooked. What about that?
Most of the time,
that's not actually a problem, is it?
No, not at all. Because again, we're going to clean all this up. I wanted a rough block in. I don't want to spend an hour to 2 hours on something I'm just going to redo because nothing's perfect yet.
Okay.
So that's really important.
Okay.
The first stage, really rough initial stage.
So let's go ahead and fix the little stump problem.
Let's fix that. We're going to do that during cleanup then, all right?
Okay.
Now, you notice back...
So you've already got your piece of paper taped down that you did in the last lesson.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Okay, again, we cut her in half. In theory, I'm lining up everything so I can have perfect symmetry. And I'm going back to my tape again. Yes, image planes they're a lot of work. But if you can do them, you'll be very valuable to any company and to all your friends. Dude, do you have any idea, Buzz, how many people in your class? Hey, Derek, you're the best guy in the world. Draw me some image planes. Hey, Derek, I'll push your car out of the ditch if you can draw me some image planes. Hey, Derek, I won't hit you no more if you draw me some image planes. You can be very popular. So here I go again. I want to draw these lines nice, clean, and pristine. Is that the word I'm looking for? Coming across here like that. Drawing my ear.
For those wondering, what is coming in on the top right-hand corner of your screen right now is the microphone. Of course, Derek just looked up at the monitor and...
Where'd it go? Hello. Where'd it go? Hello.
And here it comes. I'm just filling airtime as he's
thank
tracing.
You very much. We can also address this issue of thick to thin line weight. If you can see what I did to her eye, made it thick to thin. Can you zoom in here, Buzz?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
A lot of people in my classes so far,
I want to adjust your light table just a little bit so that... There we go.
A lot of people in my my online class right now having a lot of trouble with thick to thin line weight. If we just draw this image in one line width, it's really boring to the reader or whoever's looking at your image. It's very important to make those lines count. As I trace in the nose, the mouth. Now, if you notice, Buzz, I'm only doing one side, aren't I?
That is correct.
That is correct, sir. Now, we all know this woman, she's going to be a little curvy. The breast area, breastplate underneath here. Now I'm starting to put the curves in where I want it. Coming down here, making it a little more hippie. Not as in like a peace-loving, vegetable right person, as in hippies and Christina Aguilera. Okay, I'm coming up down. Look at her breastplate here. It's got to come up here. It goes straight across. It doesn't give that illusion like there's volume to it. And coming down here to the belt area. Again, being really nice, pristine, and clean. Line weight variation. Now, I could end it here, which I'm going to do, and take it up just a little bit higher. Wrap it around here like this, so it actually looks like that belt's wrapped around. Let's come back up here. Now, everyone has their own workflow. You see me, I'm just bouncing around from spot to spot. Here is her breastplate. This comes down here like this. Let's talk about her rib cage now. Now, if this line up right through here goes up and around, it only makes sense if these plates down here go up and around.
And that's her rib cage?
Well, that's, in theory, where this metal...
That's okay.
You got me... Ah!
Never knew my stomach to be where my ribs hung out.
It is a protective gear for her stomach. How's that?
Yes. The ribs.
You got some floating ribs down here, maybe. One or two.
Yeah, they're floating. They took a wrong turn, that's for sure.
As I darken everything in and put up with the buzz at the same time. Okay, let's address the arm last. Coming down through here for the feet. Now, I could very easily just leave these lines. Boom, boom, boom here. And then it looks like 3 lines. It doesn't look like any plates overlapping each other. I need to do that with line weight variation. Coming across here like this, give it a little bit of weight, and coming down across here like this. So it will give the modeler some sort of indication of what to do with the plating. Coming across here again, up like this. And let's really work on these teardrops shapes. Let me scoot this up just a little bit so you can see this. Seen through my light box. I want to cover more middle of the knee here. This is when you really get to clean everything up. Come up and down around here like this. Make it nice and pretty. This comes down here. Let's kind of draw through just for a moment. Draw real super light so we can erase it later. This comes through like this. These are going to be indicators of what's going to be bending. And through like that here. Now finish up. Nice smooth lines. Coming across like that. Up here like this. And then the foot right here. And still we can go in and clean her up more. Let's talk about Stumpy. Now you guys can see through here that there's a definite problem as my fingers move out of the way. Well, let's measure out again. From here, this actually is probably about where her elbow is going to go. So I need her hand to come down right about here. I'm starting off with that cylinder again, really nice and light. Light is a key, first rule of drawing. Coming down here like this. Looking at my model sheet again. I know there's an indicator right here with a gauntlet. It's really super big. And then it comes across almost like it would cut off. Coming back down here. And this will jet up just about here like this. And this comes flush here. Now again, it just looks like a couple of things on top of each other. Doesn't give it volume. You need to use that line with variation. Let's make it look like it's actually part of her as I use my eraser. Nothing wrong with that, right? Unless you're Buzz. Also, going back to my model sheet here, if you can look, there's some sort of vent sort of gadget right here. That's also important to convey. In this view here, the vents be right around this area right here like this. And then her hand, top of the plate.
Of course, if you was Buzz, this wouldn't be a problem right now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, can we zoom back a little bit? Keep on zooming, Buzz. So, she's starting to take a little bit of shape, isn't she?
A little bit.
A little bit of shape. Tell you what, since we know for a fact that the head's right, we're going to finish this head out. Click down.
I will remind everybody, this is really, really tough, what Derek's doing right now. There is no undo button. There is no, let's save the scene in case I screw up while we're recording this time so I can quickly reopen it and we can shoot it again. When Derek realized that he had created Miss Stumpy,
I'm like, crap!
He was speechless and says, well, Buzz, let's do it again. And I had to remind him that do it again means start from the beginning of the VTM.
Just call me One Shot Stevens, baby.
So, yeah, I just wanted to point out as Derek's untaping everything that this really is challenging. You know, I'm over here giving him a hard time, and he's just not thinking straight because of all the heat that's, you know, being injected into this room right now.
And, well, I see myself in the camera once and twice, and I'm just damn pretty. And
yeah, I know, and you just get all happy and start making those faces and blowing yourself kisses. And
oh, okay, back to VTM.
Yeah, I hear you.
What's going on now? Take a look at the one I did before. Be this one right here. Look how sloppy this is.
Okay.
It's just blocked out. Compared
She's
to
missing half her arm.
And yeah, she's a little stumpy. Thanks, Buzz, for pointing that out. And look over here how nice and clean these lines are right over here. Well, we're going to do the same trick as we did last time, okay?
But at this point, somebody might be wondering, what about shading? Obviously, shading is going to play an important part because of modeling. I just want to give you an opportunity to throw that in real quick.
Well, let's first of all make sure she's got a left and right hand that's not stumpy.
So in other words, in case anybody out there is interested, you're still, in a sense, you're doing a very clean form block at this moment.
Correct.
Just want to make sure everybody understands that.
Because if a concept artist was to come in during image planes and to even color it, it's really going to make it really hard to make indicators for a modeler. It may look really pretty, but right now we're not concerned about pretty. We're concerned about being functional.
That's right.
That's the biggest thing. So my original sheet, I flip it back over like this, and I'm looking for my tape. I'm grabbing some tape. I'm feeling good. Coffee's starting to kick in. I tape this down. Put my model right on top again here. Can everyone see how I'm lining everything up again?
But the concern with this, since you did the arm adjustment.
Yep, Buzz, I'm thinking about it right now.
Okay, just wondering.
I was already ahead of you, baby, because we're going to have to do another variation of this arm and flip that arm around. So bear with me. Actually, no, we don't, Buzz, because all we need to do is have one side perfect, because we're going to mirror that geometry over. Ha ha! I'm feeling kind of spunky now. Call me a chicken monkey, Buzz.
Though most people that look at their front image planes do like to see both the left arm, right arm, and both left and right leg. I'm only saying this because it is in fact true that while you're actually creating image planes for yourself, you do have a left and right arm in your viewport. Right, sir?
Correct, sir.
Just checking.
No, I can throw that arm on there.
Hey, I'm just checking.
Does Buzz want me to throw the arm on there?
Whatever makes you happy.
Can you make an undo button real quick? As you see what I'm doing, I am retracing my steps as early before, making them look very much like the other side, drawing through here for the kneecaps through here, coming down here like this. Really nice smooth line. If you can zoom, well, you don't have to zoom in too much. A lot of people who are beginning to draw, they do a scribing technique where they start just, and that's really bad. It's going to make it look really sloppy, especially when you're retracing your work. Make it bold, make it nice and smooth. Through here, and the feet. All right, Buzz. The moment of truth. Here's what we're going to have to do. I'm grabbing me another piece of paper over here. Say something, Buzz. I'm grabbing the paper.
That paper tore really bad. That's what I'll say.
Peas and carrots, cheese and rice.
Here's all that remains of the paper just ripped to shreds.
All right, well, we've learned to mirror over, right?
Yes.
We've done that several times. So what I'm going to do is, with my brand new sheet of paper right here, I'm laying on top, making sure all my blue lines are all nice and matched up. I'm going to draw this shoulder pad right here. Actually, let me tape this down. You're going through a lot of tape.
And that stuff costs like $1, too.
I know. Hey, you know what $1 can buy?
Well, some tape that you can use like crazy.
And 1010322000 3dbuzz.com.
Yeah.
Talk to all your friends. Okay, what I'm going to do is redraw this shoulder pad over here. Coming across like that. My cylinder for my arm just like that. The beginning of my gauntlet. Wrap this around here. Bring it down here like so. My little vent system. Top of the pad for her protecting of her hand. Indication of the thumb and hand. Looky here, Buzz. Isn't it all pretty? I gotta. Hey, what? Blah, 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 blah. We gotta make sure we take the tape off really nice and careful this time, as opposed to me tearing the pieces of paper up like I have been doing. Not on purpose, mind you. I'm just so darn strong. I feel like a cat. Tape on the finger. And I really got it on the finger. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, what I'm going to do is take my original image off here, put this aside, the image I have been working on to the side, flip my arm down that I just drew, flipping it over, making a right arm for Buzz and everyone else out there. Now I'm going to line it up here. Can everyone see that? What I'm doing?
Yeah.
Buzz, you got to say yes. You can't nod.
Yes.
Nod, nod, nod. It's kind of cute. And here we go. Let's draw this armor right here. Cylinder for the arm. Part of the gauntlet. This wraps around like this. Again, the vent system. If it's on this glove, it's on the other glove, and all the gloves have it, and she was the best, cutest kid on the block. A little bit more cleanup through here. More cleanup. Now, even though we're not going to be putting a lot of shadows in here, any shading really right now at all, I still want to have indicators how this armor is going to wrap around for our modeler. Because you can't take anything for granted. Now, if you look, go ahead and zoom back if you would for me, Buzz. At the first image of Stumpy. See how nice that looks?
Nice.
I was trying to think of a bad.
You are the man of new words.
I am the man of. Hello, a non-nice man. So not nice. No makeup. So ugly. So not chic. And pretty much a finished part for the front view.
Okay.
And that is how you do it. Do you have any questions, Buzz?
Why do the arms look so long?
Gee, Willikers, I love you all too. Now, the front part's the hardest part.
Yes.
Next step, we're going to draw the side images.
Okay.
Man, this is going to fly through.
Okay.
This is fast as both Buzz and I are losing our hair.
But we don't have no hair.
Bald is beautiful, baby.
That's right. So that's going to pretty much wrap up this lesson?
Correct.
Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone.
Love.